Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum everybody. Hope you all are doing well. Let's go and see what's happening in the market. But before I do that, I'm going to tell you that we're again uploading back content on X so we can follow up every other thing that is happening inside crypto and do our analysis and see if we're doing it correctly. Those of you that are watching on YouTube, you can go and fact check the things that we have done and where we have bought and sold Bitcoin. Uh, the purpose of these videos are not to say to you that the Bitcoin is gonna go down or what is gonna happen, but it's just for the trading purposes that we do. We actually show people how they can trade based on technical analysis, but not for long-term holding. That's a different thing. That's another portfolio that we're building that is for long term. But if we're trading for the short term and if we're doing spot and we're trying to do it in a halal way, we need to take some profits from the market. This is because of that. That's why we try to go from one currency to the other at the times that we think that the other currency might perform much better against Bitcoin, which in that case for us was Ethereum, then it was Solana and Dogecoin, which was much more profitable than Bitcoin at this time. So this is for those people, and I'm again telling you, it's not to devalue Bitcoin or to say that why are we selling Bitcoin. What's the purpose of holding an asset or buying it if you're not willing to sell it? What are we gonna do? Are we gonna take this to our grave or what? So we're here to make some money in the short term while also uh, holding the currency for a very long term, so we can make much more gain at the times that we're not gonna be trading. But this is for those who wanna trade. Anyways, let's go and see. So hello again, everybody. My name is Muhammad Wais Tahiryan, and today we're going to take a look at Bitcoin and other major currencies to determine where is the market direction. As you have seen, let me give you a little back of the backstory of what happened so far. Bitcoin was ranging between 100,000 to 111,000 for quite a while, and this fall was because of the days that war was going on, and at the day that Iran hit back US, this wick happened here. Then at that time, people were calling for lower prices of maybe around 92,000 and much more than that, while we bought this price, and again we took much more profit until these prices. Then the price fell down here, which we expected to come a little bit more than, but it didn't. Then it went and broke this line. Then we started investing again here to be safe. After determining this line as a resistant, we bought back here. So since then, the Bitcoin broke its high and it went to our price target of $120,000, even above that as a wick, which we didn't consider to go up that much. We had two more scenarios that just in case if it does something like this, then we're gonna buy again. But if it doesn't do that, then it's definitely gonna come to these discounted prices to the all-time high, so we can buy more for cheaper here. Now that we have sold, as you can see, it hasn't gone up much and it's been ranging. But at this time, another good thing happened, which was Bitcoin dominance. And I said to almost everyone, I even posted this on my personal account on X, that if you see on your left side there is a last liquidity wick on the supply zone, which this is a supply zone on Bitcoin dominance chart. There was a last liquidity wick, which is very very important according to the strategy that we use, which is the whale order flow strategy. We find where are the footsteps of these whales. So this was the last liquidity wick that we determined that it's not still broken. So as you know, a breakout candle should be longer and at least it should have gone above this. So we could have considered this as a breakout, then as a retest, then a continuation, which it didn't happen. On the other hand, when weekly and monthly closed to this level, it was a very good indication for me to know that okay, this is actually uh, is gonna give us a good altcoin rally, which we captured that, and I even posted this again and again, showing people that once this trend line is broken, we're gonna come back to these demand level. Now we are back to that level. What is next? This happened. Okay, what to do next from this point? So as you know, Bitcoin at the current position is consolidating, means it's ranging between two prices, which one is, if we see it on daily, one is 116,000, the other is 120,000. It is ranging between these two prices, but this one has already reached bottom. Now even if Bitcoin tries to go up or down from here, there won't be much rally unless this chart tells us that we're on an alt season, and that would bring us to this longer trend line that needs to be broken. And there should be, the same way that you see an uptrend making higher high and a higher low like this, you see, this way we want to see that in this chart something like this happening, so we get an alt season probably below this zone. If it's broken, then we're gonna get a real alt season. But for now, these are all just altcoin rallies. Even if Bitcoin goes a little bit up, things will go up, but not the way it did just last week, which was this pump that it gave us, which was massive. And if you see Ethereum went from 2,900 to 3,700 after that, if I am not mistaken. Yeah. So that's what happened to Ethereum, and this was the same spot again at the time of war that I told you guys on WhatsApp and Discord groups to buy it, because now Ethereum is going to be in a parabolic run. Now, what do I think is going to happen? For Bitcoin, I have told you that we're expecting it to come to these prices, but for Ethereum, what's gonna happen to Ethereum? We took Ethereum from here until here, right? Why did I say sell? Because of this zone, but it didn't give us much down to these levels, which I was expecting. But on the other hand, I had to buy some other altcoins, Ethereum tokens, which performed very, very well and gave me much more profit than this Ethereum rally, which is another 25%. They just gave me 40, 50, 60% more instead of Ethereum. So instead of Bitcoin, we had to buy Ethereum. Now we went to complete degen coins, which sometimes we have to do because we want to grab the most liquidity and we want to make the most money. That's what we do. But now, even those are overbought because of Ethereum here. Maybe a last push for Ethereum to go higher, since it looks like it has broken this level. If we take this, it's actually a bigger zone like this way. If we now take this as a zone and see this as a bounce, which is already bouncing, we can expect another $4,000 Ethereum very, very soon, maybe in 1 or 2 days. Otherwise, the discounted price that I am expecting is these levels around 3,000, so it can push back even higher. Or if it didn't come there, at least it should come back to 3,400 before going to 4,000 and beyond. This is not a financial advice, as you know. These are just my own analysis. But overall, even if you were to just hold Ethereum, you're in much more profit than so many other stupid coins that are out there. Okay, so Ethereum BTC was also breaking at the point that Bitcoin dominance was falling, as you can see and compare. Now, even ETH BTC is overbought, which means that in this case, if Ethereum consolidates and this keeps catching up here, a lot of Ethereum tokens might perform very well. But if there is again another correction like this, and if we come the second time here and then there's a start of a new downtrend toward at least these levels, then all the gains will be lost from the Ethereum and the Ethereum tokens, which we can determine from this chart. And obviously Bitcoin dominance will be going up at that point, and this will come back down. It might not come back down very fast. It will consolidate like this for a while here. I would like to see a breakout, which we're gonna make a lot of profit, but just in case we lose this, we might see it coming down to these prices. Then we might go up the same way it happened here. So who knows? It's actually not a speculation. These are all the probabilities that we set ourselves according to, just in case whatever happens. Now, Solana at this level, I have given everybody again, not a sell order, but a take profit order. We took profit here. We're now taking profits here, just to keep our profits and find better opportunities other than Solana. Otherwise, it's good. We might just see a correction. If we get Solana back around 179 or 180, then I'll be interested to buy a massive amount to ride it back to around 242 and beyond, maybe towards all-time high. But at this point, Solana is overbought for me. And also you can see that now I have three probabilities for Solana, uh, which one is if we break this line and this zone, we might come back to 150 to 145 dollar Solana before going up again. But if this doesn't happen, which is obviously very far until that happens, there are two more stronger probabilities. Which one is 179,000, which we're gonna buy. The other one is just in case if it breaks and goes to this resistance and comes back, then we're gonna buy these prices exactly there according to our technical analysis. Now, why did Solana rally? Because if you have seen my previous videos, I was expecting for Solana to bottom around somewhere in this wick, in this wick, or this lower wick, which is again the last liquidity wick, which I really like. Once this bottomed Solana against Ethereum, you saw that rally in Solana, which broke $180 and it went to $200. Now, why did I take profit here? Because, as you know, taking profit is one thing, selling is another thing. I'd like to keep the profits, some of them at least, whenever it reaches on a resistance, because as you know, nobody knows what's gonna happen. It could have just kept dropping against Ethereum and never gave us that rally, but it turned around, right? So we still had quite a lot amount of Solana to do that ride. But on the other hand, I told you that Solana against Bitcoin is very strong, and it's gonna break and it's gonna go toward these levels, which it did. Now we need to take a look at where it has already reached, which one is this zone that we need to keep our eyes on, and the other is this zone. So you see Solana against Bitcoin is overbought, but against Ethereum, it's somehow in this lower range of this zone, it still have to break higher. If we divide this into two zones and keep this one here and keep this lower zone the way it is here, okay, you can see that Solana is still under this zone that it just broke. So we don't want this to go down because it's going to be very, very bad. Otherwise, if it closes above this, then it's going to be really, really bullish. And I would expect all the Solana coins and Solana meme coins and everything, and it's gonna be meme seasons or whatever again. And Dogecoin, we had a very, very good rally from here until we took profits in 25, and we took profits around, no, not this one, we still haven't, we took profit to to 26 and 25, around 58%, which is very, very good. You see, this is why we don't hold Bitcoin at these points, because uh, Dogecoin was about to perform very well. Now the same thing happened again. You can go and watch the last video. I think it was in Persian that I recorded, if I'm not mistaken. I keep going from here, there, from Persian to English. Uh, but you can see that on YouTube, since this is going to be uploaded on X as well. You can go and check that I told you that from here Dogecoin is gonna go up, which at that point it was in these prices, 19 cents. It went to 26 and 25 cents after this test that it did in this demand zone. Now we called it perfectly, and we made very good money in Dogecoin as well. Now, same thing for Doge against Ethereum. I told you it's in the bottom, it's in the demand zone. As you can see, it had a good rally. It still has room to go up against Ethereum. We're gonna see how that is gonna be played. Maybe Doge will go to these levels. Now, this is again a major resistance level that you need to have eyes on, which is even extended to this level here. Let's see how it's going to be played out. Then we're gonna decide. For now, nothing. Where am I gonna buy Doge? Obviously, if it comes to, let me remove this and put a parabolic, what is it? I really like this name, parabolic. It gives us very, very good money whenever things go parabolic. Anyway, so if we connect these resistances, you can see that Dogecoin went insane. Doesn't even connect here. But anyway, I would like to see it coming around 21 cents to this zone and to this range. Then I might buy more. Otherwise, if this keeps holding, we can maybe take a trade here, but I'm still not recommending. I would prefer to hold the remaining amount of Dogecoin that I have. It was a good run. Thank you so much, Dogecoin. We will see if you're gonna come down, then we're gonna buy. Remember, we had very, very good falls in Doge, so don't forget that it could still happen again after all that has happened, all the good news and everything. Anything could happen. Always keep your eyes open. I'm not saying sell everything immediately. Just systematically take your profits here, there, have some more money, find more opportunities, then swing that, then make a lot of money, then in the end buy it back Bitcoin, withdraw it from the exchange, put it somewhere safe, and don't even tell anybody that you have. Okay, let's see gold. You can see now that at the times that gold was at this level, it was almost the end of the rally for crypto. Now we're again at that level. In order to go crazy, crazy insane, Bitcoin needs to break all-time high against gold, now then it's going to be very, very much insane. If that is gonna happen, then Bitcoin might keep rallying, but it will not give us a good alt season. Altcoins might still rally, but every small, stupid, with no utility coin, those will still be left behind until Bitcoin dominance breaks this trend line that I just told you. So if gold is gonna go up again, which it can, as you can see, it has a good spike here, and it's in the demand. It can go back up from here. Otherwise, if it's broken this week or by the end of this month, then we're good. On the other hand, if you see, we didn't get any break on this zone, which I told you if we break, then it will retest, then it will go lower, and it didn't. So right now, gold is going up, crypto is also going up, which some things don't add up, right? It should be Bitcoin performing better against gold, but now gold is also going up, which makes sense. Sometimes it can happen. Everything will go up. Instead, dollar will come down. Now we're gonna go see how US dollar is doing. But in this case, Bitcoin reached the bottom. Gold reached the bottom against Bitcoin. This is not a good sign. And gold is going up, and it might this time break this 3,400 dollar range, which is gonna be massive for this parabolic run. You see, this thing is also in a parabolic run. If it breaks this high, it will be another parabolic run for gold. Otherwise, it is safe to assume that okay, this might be also the end of gold against dollar. It will come back down again. We're gonna have to see how this is going to play out. I'm not assuming anything or speculating. We're just going to see what's gonna happen in this zone. If it breaks, then we know. Otherwise, if it rejects, then we're gonna get to know that as well. It might happen in 1 or 2 days. We'll update you in the next video. Now, for so many days, I've been calling Dixie coming down, Dixie coming down, dollar is coming down against euro and pound and all these other currencies in the world. It had, like, from this line that I had here, it had a small pump given a spike and a fault to, like, a fake out to push people back into US dollar. But as you can see, we didn't panic, we didn't even look at this, we were still expecting it to fall down. Now it's falling down, which is amazing, and it's going to give us more Bitcoin rally, more crypto rally, and it's very good for us. As long as dollar is falling and dying, this stupid currency that has destroyed the world, as long as it's falling down, it's good for us. I would like to see it coming down and getting destroyed, inshallah. And my friends, you know that I have spotted USD CAD almost right, almost all the time. Now again, it's been so many days that I keep saying that this should fall down, this should fall down. And as the dollar is falling against other currencies, obviously it's gonna be falling against USD CAD, and this is how we're tracking it. This is very bullish for crypto, and it's amazing. It should keep falling down. Now, if you remember, USDT dominance that I called perfectly here, and after this, we are still going down in USDT dominance, which it shows that people are selling their USDT and they're buying crypto, which is amazing. and we're almost reaching the end of this USDT. What is it? Trend coming down. It's about 3.91%, which we should be taking out our crypto if something fishy is going to be happening in the market, because once this has bottomed, all the rallies of Bitcoin and crypto and everything will be bottomed, and we will see another shift back to the trend of USDT. Otherwise, the true alt season that we showed you on BTC dominance, which is below this, right? It is also below this USDT dominance zone, which we're going to see. This needs to be broken, okay, like so. Then you're gonna be having an alt season, and everything will be going crazy, and you all are gonna be making so much money, inshallah. But otherwise, if it doesn't happen and it reaches here, then we might see another small rally toward the upside till these places, 4.44% and USD dominance, or maybe even higher. Such a bad line I just put there. Uh-oh. Okay. What is wrong with this? Okay. So you see, if just in case things don't go according to plan, we will either see a retest here, okay, or a retest higher than down. But this should be broken like so. So we get alt season right here at this point. That is, I think, that is it for today. That is the plan. I have told you everything what we're going to do. As you can see, Bitcoin is still struggling to go up. Nothing else is happening. Ethereum is there. Solana, we took profit. Dogecoin, we have taken profit the other day. And you can see he's dancing right now. Anyways, very, very good run we had, and we made some good amount of money, alhamdulillah. I'm very happy, as you can see. So yeah, and I am wishing best of luck for all of you. If you want to study for free cryptocurrencies from the beginning till advanced, I'm building a course right now. I have uploaded the first phase on WAP. You can check below this video all the links to the signal groups, and also to our website that you can learn from there. Thank you so much. See you inshallah in the next video.